So here we have 100 must-know words in Spanish. Let's get started. The first one is the section Common Greetings and Phrases. For example, hello in Spanish, you would say hola. Hello is hola. Next one we have goodbye. Goodbye is adios. Adios. Next, please. Please is por favor. Por favor. Next one, thank you. Thank you, you say gracias. Gracias. Next, you're welcome. You're welcome, you say de nada. De nada. Next we have sorry. Sorry, you say perdón. Perdón. To say I'm sorry, you say lo siento. Lo siento. Next, for good morning, you say buenos días. Buenos días. Next, good afternoon. Good afternoon, you say buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Next, for good night. Good night, you say buenas noches. Buenas noches. How are you? How are you? You say ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Good. Fine. You say bien in Spanish. Bien. For bad, you say mal. Bad is mal. Next, for what's up. For what's up, you say ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? For nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, you say mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Next is pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, you say encantado. Encantado. Next is what's your name? What's your name? You say ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? Next is my name is. My name is, you say me llamo. Next is see you later. See you later, you say hasta luego. Hasta luego. Next is see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, you say hasta mañana. Hasta mañana. Next is for numbers. We have 1, you say uno. Uno. 2, you say dos. Dos. For 3, you say tres. For 4, you say cuatro. For 5, cinco. 6, seis. 7, siete. 8, ocho. 9, nueve. 10, diez. Here we have days and time. Days and time. Días y tiempo. First one is today. Today is hoy. Today is, you say hoy. Next, tomorrow. Tomorrow in Spanish, you say mañana. tomorrow, you say mañana. Next one is yesterday. For yesterday, you say ayer. Ayer. Next, for week, you say semana. Semana. For Monday, you say lunes. Lunes. For Tuesday, you say martes. Martes. For Wednesday, you say miércoles. Miércoles. For Thursday, you say jueves. Jueves. For Friday, you say viernes. Viernes. For Saturday, you say sábado. Sábado. For Sunday, you say domingo. Domingo. For hour, you say hora. Hora. For minute, you say minuto. Minuto. Next, second, you say segundo. Segundo. Next we have the section of family and people. La sección de familia. The first one is family. Family, in Spanish, you say familia. Familia. Next, for mother, you say madre. Madre. For father, you say padre. Padre. Next, for brother, you say hermano. Hermano. For sister, you say hermana. Hermana. For son, you say hijo. Hijo. For daughter, you say hija. Hija. For grandfather, you say abuelo. Abuelo. For grandmother, you say abuela. For friend, you say amigo or amiga. For man, you say hombre. For woman, you say mujer. For boy, you say niño. For girl, you say niña. For person, you say persona. Next we have section common verbs. Common verbs. Verbos comunes. First one says to be. To be, you're going to say ser. Ser. Next, to be, but in a temporary state, you're going to say estar. Estar. Next, to have. To have, you say tener. Tener. To do or to make, you say hacer. Hacer. To go, you say ir. Ir. To eat, you say comer. Comer. To drink, you say beber. Beber. To talk or to speak, you say hablar. Hablar. Next, to live, you say vivir. Vivir. Next, to see, you say ver. Ver. Next, to read, you say leer. leer. Next, to write, you say escribir, escribir. Next, to listen, you say escuchar, escuchar. Next, to learn, you say aprender, aprender. Next, to know, you say saber, saber. Next, to think, you say pensar, pensar. Next, to want, you say querer, querer. Next, to work, you say trabajar, trabajar. Next, to play, you say jugar, jugar. Next, to sleep, you say dormir, dormir. Next, we have places, lugares. So the first one is house. House, you would say casa, casa. Next, for school, you would say escuela, escuela. Next, for work, you would say trabajo, trabajo. Next, for store, you would say tienda, tienda. Next, for market, you would say mercado, mercado. Next, for church, you would say iglesia, iglesia. Next, for hospital, you would say hospital, hospital. Next, for restaurant, you would say restaurante, restaurante. Next, for city, you would say ciudad, ciudad. Next, for country, you would say país, país. Next, we have food and drinks. The section food and drinks. Comida y bebidas. La sección de comida y bebidas. The first one is water. Water, you say agua, agua. Next, for bread, you say pan, pan. Next, for meats, you say carne, carne. Next, for chicken, you say pollo, pollo. Next, for fish, you say pescado, pescado. Next, for rice, you say arroz, arroz. Next, for fruit, you say fruta, fruta. Next, for apple, you say manzana, manzana. For orange, you say naranja, naranja. Next, for vegetable, you say verdura, verdura. Next, for milk, you say leche, leche. Next, for coffee, you say café, café. Next, for tea, you say té, té. Next, for juice, you would say jugo, jugo. And next, for sugar, you would say azúcar, azúcar.